which chapter shall we take up now?
Probability.
Probability, ma'am.
Okay. Now, probability itself means it may happen or may not happen. Probably is that there is a doubt in it.
Chance.
Yes. Chance. So when I spin the spinning wheel, it can stop at any name. What is the chance of it stopping at Mahalakshmi? Means 1 out of 16 people. Now there are 16 people here. So we'll say 1 out of 16. Okay. What meaning of equally likely? What is the meaning? Equally likely to happen. For instance, you toss a coin. There is one head and one tail. So both have equal chances. If you roll a die, on each side, there is only one number. So 1 to 6, all of them have equal chances. Now, what is the meaning of event? Event is the experiment that happens. Outcome is the result. If I toss a coin, tossing the coin is event. Head falling is outcome. Sample space means all the outcomes together is known as sample space. Now, the probability of happening plus not happening is 1. If you conduct the experiment and predict the probability, it is called experimental probability. But if you know some theory, that is theoretical probability. These are the main things that are there in probability. Okay. There's nothing much in probability, but when you go to higher classes, you have a lot of portions in probability. Here there is just introduction. Probability means it may happen or it may not happen. What is the chance of it happening? So event occurred divided by total number of outcomes is the probability. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, shall we see the video?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Can you see?
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
see? Here, you can see one statement given by Steve Jobs. You know who Steve Jobs is? You know?
No, ma'am.
Have you heard of Apple computers? Apple computer? No?
No, ma'am.
He was the founder of that. Okay. Now, here, Steve Jobs has said something, thought of the day. You have to be burning with an idea or a problem or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you will never stick it out. What is the meaning of that? What does that mean? You have to be burning with an idea or a problem or a wrong that you might want to make it right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you will never stick it out. That means you want to solve a problem or you want to make something which has gone wrong, you want to make it right. You have to be passionate about it. That means you have to be always, you have to do that and with a single-minded focus. Otherwise, it's of no use, is what he says, Steve Jobs. He was a brilliant man. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Probability of an event. Event means
In our daily lives, we come across many situations in which the outcome is uncertain. For
Yes.
example,
yes, what is it? Somebody said something.
Rima doesn't know whether she will get good marks in her exam. Daniel is working hard in an office and is worried if he would get a promotion. Seeing a flower in the river, Abhay is curious to know if the flower will keep floating or will sink down. Sonia has to go out with her friends, but on looking at the sky, she's not sure if she should carry an umbrella. We can get the answers by applying the concept of probability. Probability gives the numerical measurement of the uncertainty of the occurrence of an event, which obviously depends on the affecting conditions.
What is the meaning
Galileo,
of numerical?
an Italian mathematician, was the first person. In our daily lives, we come across numerical situations in which the outcome, for example,
What is the meaning of outcome?
The results,
Result,
ma'am.
ma'am. Result, ma'am. Result.
Uncertain, uncertain, not sure. Certain means sure. Uncertain, not sure.
Rima doesn't know whether she will get good marks in her exam. Daniel is working hard in an office and is worried if he would get a promotion. Seeing a flower in the river, Abhay is curious to know if the flower will keep floating or will sink down. Sonia has to go out with her friends, but on looking at the sky, she's not sure if she should carry an umbrella. We can get the answers by applying the concept of probability. Probability gives the numerical measurement of the uncertainty of the occurrence of an
Numerical measurement means
Numbers.
Ma'am,
Numbers.
measurement in numbers.
yes. Uncertainty, not sure. Occurrence of an event. Occurrence of an event.
Occurrence means held means.
Yeah. Happening. Occurrence of an event means some experiment.
to represent the degree occurrence. We use the theory of probability. Depending on the conditions that occur and with probability can be classified into two types. Probability is based on the results of actual experiments. It involves the repetition of events and is also known as empirical probability.
What is the actual experiments? Results of actual experiments means? What is experimental based on the results of actual experiments? You do the experiment and then find out the result. Okay. So based on that result, we will predict what will happen next. For instance, if you are a farmer, you are sowing some seeds and then it is coming out nicely, then you will think, okay, next time also I will get nice crop. Involves repetition of events means? What is that? Involves repetition of events.
Ma'am, the
Okay.
events can repeat.
And then, yeah, no, we have to repeat the events. Events won't repeat on their own. We have to repeat the events, like, toss a coin. You have to toss it many times. And you want to take one card from a deck of cards. Then that is called as repetition. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And then also known as empirical probability. This experimental probability is also called as Empirical
Empirical
probability.
probability.
Don't say probability. It is not probability. It is probability. You have to say probability, not probability. Okay? Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? There is another type of probability.
Probability is based on the assumption that each outcome is equally likely. It does not repetition of events and is also known as theoretical probability.
Classical probability, theoretical probability in the same.
Let's consider an experiment in which two dice are rolled together. The possible outcomes of this experiment are shown. The first number corresponds to the number appearing on the top of the blue dice, and the second number corresponds to the number appearing on the top of the yellow dice. These outcomes are called elementary events.
Here,
In this case, the total number of possible outcomes is 36.
here if you are rolling two dice, okay, on each die there are 6 sides. So on each side there is one dot, number of dots representing the number. 1 dot means 1, 2 dots means 2, 3 dots 3, 4 and 5 and 6. If you roll them together, these are the different probabilities. 1 can come. 1 on first die, 1 on second. 1 2, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, 2 1, 2 2, like. So totally there are 36 possibilities of the dice showing up, numbers showing up. So total
Let's consider an
outcome is
experiment in which two dice are rolled together.
36.
To understand the concept of probability, we need to know some terms related to probability. Experiment. It is an operation which can produce a well-defined outcome or outcomes. For example, tossing a coin. Trial. It is an action which results in one or more. For example, when throw of dice is a trial. If it is the collection of some of the outcomes of the experiment. Example, when a dice is thrown, any of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, and the appearance event.
Here there are 3 terms which relate to the probability. Now experiment. Now I see here, I have some cards here, playing cards here. Okay. Now this has a black, red heart. Then we have spade, black spade. Then we have red diamond, and then clubs. These are black clubs. Okay. This diamond, red diamond will be 13. This one. Red heart, we have 13. Black clubs, we have 13. 13 black clubs and 13 spades, black spades. Now each suit will have face jack, 3 face cards will be there. Okay. King, queen and jack. Ace is 1. Ace is a number card. 1 to 10. 10 number cards and 3 face cards will be there in any suit. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, we have a king. This is the king of spade. So on and so forth. Okay, totally 52 cards will be there. If Joker is included, 53 will be there. Now, if I shuffle these cards and then I shuffle these cards nicely and then pick one card, we are getting a 2 of spade. How many 2 of spade will be there? 1 will be there. So 1 out of 52. Okay, that is the answer. That picking the card is the event. 2 of spade is the outcome. Total outcome is 52. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So let's go back to our.
There are two types of experiments related to probability. A random experiment is a process of observation or measurement which, when performed under uniform conditions, can lead to any one of the several different results. For example, when tossing a coin, we can get a head or a tail.
Random means you can just perform it.
A deterministic experiment is an experiment which, when repeated under identical conditions, produces the same results. For example, an experiment carried out in the laboratory yields the same result under the same conditions.
So random means we don't know what the outcome is and different results are there. Whereas in deterministic, same results will come depending on the type of experiment we conduct.
In an experiment, let M be the number of trials in which the event has happened, and N be the total number of trials. Then, the probability of the occurrence of an event E is denoted by P of E.
So P of E equal to what? M is the number of trials in which the event happened. N is the total number of trials. So P of E is equal to M by N.
P of E is equal to the number of trials in which the event has happened upon the total number of trials, which is equal to M upon N. Since 0 is less than or equal to M, which is less than or equal to N, we get that 0 is less than or equal to M upon N, which is less than or equal to 1. This implies that P of E lies between 0 and 1. Hence, the probability of an event always lies between 0 and 1.
Why is it always the denominator is more than the numerator? Why? Why it will lie between 0 and 1? Can it be negative? Can it?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Can it be 1? Can it be 1?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Number of trials will be equal to total number of trials. Can it be 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Can it be 0? Yes, it can be 0. That doesn't happen. Now, if I say I'm tossing a coin, what is the probability of head and tail both happening?
50-50.
No,
50-50,
head
ma'am.
and tail. Head and tail both together at the same time. Can it
No, ma'am.
happen?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. 0,
0 by
ma'am.
2, ma'am.
0.
Yeah. Probability is 0 at that time. Now I have a black pen and a pink pen here. I have 2 pens. One is black and one is pink. I'll say I'm picking one pen at random. What is the probability of red pen? Means no red pen, so 0. What is the probability of picking a pink pen? 1/2. Correct? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see? Yeah. I have one black pen and a pink pen. What is the probability of picking a black pen? Means 1 out of 2. Pink pen, 1 out of 2. Red pen, 0. 0
Zero,
out
ma'am.
of 0. So not happening. That will not happen. Now cards also same thing. Now I have some cards here. What is the probability of picking a jack of diamonds? How many jack of diamonds will be there? How many? How many will be there? 1 will be there. So 1 out of the total.
52. 52.
Yeah.
1 out of 50.
1 out of 52. So there will be 13 black spade, 13 red heart, 13 red diamond, 13 black clubs. So 10 number cards and 3 face cards. Face cards are Jack, King and Queen. This is the Queen. There is my Jack. This is Jack. This is King. And this is Queen. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So let us go back to our video.